Hi guys, it's sort of early afternoon now and I'll be going off to work now shortly. Um, so I thought I'd do just a quick video. I'm still very energetic. I really don't know where all this energy is coming from, but I'm going to go with it, and this passion, that I have within me um, is a really wonderful feeling. It's an elated feeling. But again, I've got that part within me that just has to keep myself very grounded. Whether that's for the next sort of month or two, I'm not sure. It's all to do with our back wheel thing maybe, or maybe it's part of the spiritual sort of level that I'm at, and how I want to sort of stay pretty grounded as well. So I'm not really sure what it's all about, and I'm just going to go with it. So what I want to talk to you about is loving yourself, okay? It's when you sort of identify those darker bits within you that you don't particularly like, how you can sort of nurture yourself in your own hands. You learn to hug yourself. It's almost like, all right, that wasn't a very good thing that I did then. And you forgive yourself and you hug yourself. You give yourself a big, massive hug, as in, okay, you're only human. It was a human error. That was a silly thing to do. So you nurture yourself in your own hands, and that is part of loving who you are. It's about loving yourself. That is partly how you love yourself. And the other side of things is sort of letting go of the approval, letting go of having to get approval from other people all the time. Because when you love yourself, you start to shine, and this trust thing comes automatically. It really does just come automatically. So it's, you start approving of yourself. So you recognize that you don't actually need other people to approve of you. Yes, you can take on board what they're saying, and you can sort of sift through your cognitive processes, that's your thinking processes. Sorry, I'm trying not to stay too academic as well. So your thinking process, you can sift it through, and you can sort of think, right, okay, I can understand that aspect, that point of it, but I don't need your approval to be who I am, because I'm good enough anyway. So when you come from this good enough place, you find yourself letting go of the need to be approved of, because you trust the inner core, that inner diamond, that inner gem, that inner whole amazing place that you will find when you work from this good enough place. And what else you'll find as well, when you start to really love yourself and nurture yourself in your own hands, because you trust your own hands enough, because you know you're good enough within the core, you stop, thinking about what other people think of you. What somebody else thinks of me is not my concern. It's what I think of myself. It's what I think of about who I am as a person. And somebody's thoughts about me as a person is not my concern. It's not something that I need to absorb and sort of take hold of and sort of really focus and put all my energy into what that person thinks about me. You stop doing that. You stop, when you recognize, when you work from this good enough place, you recognize that what other people think about you is not your concern. It's not for you to worry about. It's what you think about yourself. Because the core of every human being is good, okay? It's not all bad, it's not all good, but it is awesome. The core of the good enough place, when you reach this good enough place, you can just shine, and you can just work from that good enough place, rather than that worse than or the better than mentality. So you just stop focusing really on what other people think of you, because it's not your concern. It's not for you to worry about. It's not for you to even put a tiny bit of energy in. Everybody has their perceptions. Everybody has their ideas and their own values, their own standards of what should be in life. Everybody has that. But what you should be more concerned about is polishing your own diamond, taking care of that diamond within you, not doing things to other people and you're scratching your own core, you're damaging your inner self, your inner worth by things that you're doing. So you just really stop worrying and concerning yourself with what other people think. What other people think becomes irrelevant, and that is a sign that you are starting to really love yourself. And it's about, you don't focus as well. Another part of it is when you realize that you do start loving yourself, is that you stop focusing on putting 100% of value in other people. You start valuing yourself. The most expensive expensive thing on the planet we own is that diamond within us, you know, that core within us. You can put the title of a soul on it, you can put whatever, you know, you can put the energy on it, the vibrational energy, you can put a label on it. You know, I keep calling it a diamond and a gem and a crystal, because for me, that's what it is for me. That's something that I've sort of had in my life and in my world with crystals and stuff over the sort of years that I've sort of explored different aspects of spirituality. So for me, it is very much a crystal, and that is the most valuable thing that you own. You carry it with you everywhere, you know. Nobody can take it, nobody can damage it unless you allow it, you know. Unless you have that aspect of yourself that needs a little bit of polish and a little bit of shining. Excuse me. I should have got a drink. You need that little bit of shining. So you stop getting, well, you just value who you are. You recognise what an asset you are, just being in this good enough place. And from this good enough place becomes, it's just this good enough place that you work from, once you really develop it and shine, will just ooze from you. You know, it will just ooze from you. You will attract the right kind of people, because you know that you're driving your car, and you will put yourself in situations where there are better, higher level of vibrations, you know, because you've damaged that side of yourself that you've worked on, that you've sort of really, really nurtured in your own hands and started to love again, is in a better place within, you know, within the core of you. Now I'm not talking about the pendulum swinging, you know, of different places people come from with certain aspects of life. I'm talking about the diamond, the core, the diamond of who you are, the true real person, the true real soul, the true real angel, the true real alien, whatever you want to put on it, you know, however you come at this is what you put on it. So the value within you as a person changes, and that is a good indication that you're really starting to love yourself, you know, from inside out. And it's almost as if once you accept, you know, yourself, warts and all, you know, and you don't chain yourself to other people's opinions, you don't chain yourself to other people's thoughts, or to any one particular thing or any one particular person, you know, because you accept who you are. You learn to like who you are, and from liking who you are, you really do begin to love who you are, you know, and that self-acceptance gives you wings. Okay, it does give you wings to, and the confidence and the self-worth and every other aspect of self-awareness work and personal development stuff will come when you actually accept who you are, warts and all, work on the things that you don't like, and, you know, sort of polish them up and forgive yourself for things that you've done. And when that self-acceptance occurs, you feel very much that you've got wings. And so again, that's another indication that you're starting to really love yourself. And the other side of things, and I say this all the time, I say this an awful lot, you know, is about you driving your own car, you know, and you stop other people taking the wheel from your hands. You know, you don't let other people drive your car, your journey in life, you know, because you know you're more than capable of driving that car yourself. You know, you have the inner answers, that inner core, that aligned, wonderful, enlightened state that you will find yourself when you start working on from that good enough place. You recognize that you really do drive your own car, and you won't feel the need to give somebody else the wheels of your car, you know, to trust somebody else to sort of drive you where you should go. You just really, 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 really know. And you let go as well of people's expectations, you know. You let go of how everybody's expectations on how your life should be. You know, the should is removed. Other people's shoulds are removed. What other people think you should do is maybe what they would be doing, you know, if they were in your shoes. But they're not in your shoes. They're not driving your car. You're driving it yourself. So you let go of other people's expectations of how your life should be. And that is a really, really important sort of aspect of knowing that you're starting to really love yourself. So just monitor that side of things, you know. So I suppose this is a quick video, guys, because I shall be going to work now quite shortly. So just monitor really how much you are loving yourself. How much are you starting to love who you are as a person? That good enough place, you know, from that good enough place you can achieve absolutely anything. And whatever direction that takes you, that's your life path, that's your life journey, you know. And I suppose I'll just say this quickly, from the video that I put up this morning, and my understanding of, you know, when this complete alignment and this whole enlightenment, you know, the spiritual awakening occurred for me, and how I identified really, where I really didn't think life had anything to offer anymore. I think I really did reach a place where I thought people had nothing to offer anymore. I didn't like life, I didn't like people, what I was observing, what I was seeing in humanity. Get me out of you, you know, stop this world. I seriously want to get off, you know. I don't like it here, you know. I don't care where you put me next, but I don't like it down here anymore, you know. When I reached that place, a song that really helped me and connected with me was Demi Lovato, you know, Skyscraper. Where in the song I used to think that maybe it was all to do with relationships, I connected that with life itself. So maybe have a listen to Demi Lovato's Skyscraper song. You know, the lyrics in that are really, really meaningful, you know, and life can break you down, you know. Life will tear you apart, you know, but you can learn from it. And if you learn from it, that is where you grow. So, like I said, this is a quick video, and just sort of monitor, are you starting to love yourself? And if you do something bad, if you actually sort of do something that is a human error, you know, how quickly do you judge yourself? How quickly do you put all those badness on yourself? Okay, yes, you deal with it. You deal with the process of doing something bad, but you need to start forgiving yourself. Okay, but it's when you keep doing those things, when you keep doing that things, like you're a stuck record, you keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it, you are really chipping that diamond within you, you know, and that diamond is not going to shine. It is just going to be a dull stone within you, you know. So it's what you put out is what you get back. So just think about that and monitor really. How are you letting go, you know, the need for approval? You know, are you hugging yourself, you know, from inside out? You know, okay, that was a bad thing to experience, that was a bad thing to do, but you're okay, you're quite safe, you know? There is nothing to fear when you're in this good enough place. Right then, guys, I am going to go now. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and evening with regards to whatever you're going to be doing. You are all awesome, amazing, and absolutely stunning in the core of you. You just got to keep tapping in that and working on you. You are an asset to life, okay? You really are an asset to life. And when you shine that diamond, you will just see that the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. Right then, guys, have a wonderful afternoon, okay? You're all amazing. Lots of love all. Bye.